Hey everybody, this is Vegereness, and welcome to episode 3, where we're attempting to apply 3 goals to improve our chess. We're playing some 10-0 rapid games. Again, you know the drill. We're going to look for 3 goals that we're going to try and focus in this particular game, and see how to make sure we apply this to our chess game. So, we got 2145 we're playing. So our 3 goals is going to be king safety, controlling the center early, and avoiding blunders. So, king safety, that should always be your top priority. I'm only mentioning 3 goals because it's very hard for beginner players to have more than 3 goals to focus on because they're still learning different parts, even for intermediate players. But for if you want to get better at chess, you need to have many goals. You have to have all the main goals covered. It's like the king safety, controlling centers, avoiding blunders, stuff like that. But we're going to really focusing on controlling the center. So, my opponent's played e5. This is a kind of a boring line where it's going to be a basically closed position of Maraxi in the Sicilian defense. I'm pretty well versed in this opening, even for this line too. So, there's going to be a lot of control in the center. There's going to be a lot of controlling of the center here. Because I'm going to control d4, my opponent's trying to control d5. It's going to be a very long, grueling battle, I can already tell, for this game. And that's fine. So, again, we are not really trying to make our time efficient as we normally focused on the other previous episodes of goals where we're doing like time management, keep our timer higher. We're really just trying to make sure we're spending time on avoiding blunders. So even while I am moving pretty quickly, I am still familiar with this position, so that's why I'm not really having too many concerns of blunders happening right now. So obviously this would be a blunder if I didn't do anything here, because e4 is coming, and I gotta knock this bishop out of the way. So I can play something like h3, there could be something like bishop h5, and then I need to play a move of queen b3 or something of that nature. Or I could play just queen b3 now. Maybe there's queen b6 or the pawn to b6, and then I can do h3. So there's 2 options. Ideally, I don't want to play queen b3 right away because I really would love to get b4 in, and then I could play rook a1 and do a good c5 push. I could also play queen a5, then b4. That is an idea. Okay, let's play queen a4, and then my opponent's probably going to play bishop f6 because they really want to push this pawn. If they play bishop f6, I do have possible c5 ideas, so again, there's a lot of ways this game can go. I'm just really trying hard to follow the 3 goals. So the biggest one I'm trying to focus right now is avoiding the blunders. There's a lot of control in the center. Black has control over e3, c3. I have control over e6 and c6. This square is a little bit more weak than other squares because there's actually no pawn that can control this particular square. While his or her d4 pawn isn't the most controlling because I have pawns in f and b to cover the crucial e3 and c3 squares. So a6 is an interesting idea because b5 can break up my center quite easily. I kind of like b4, but then b5 takes here, rook move, queen back away. It's not the best move for... I don't know if I'm going to really like this position after b4. I could play rook c1 though, and then takes here, rook here. Yeah, I won't be able to protect this pawn. If I play b4, black does have a5. Okay, let's play b4, because if we see a5, takes here, rook move, I can still play my queen backwards, and then play a3 to save my b pawn. If black wants to give us a free pawn, we'll take it. Again, my real focus is I'm just trying to make sure not to blunder. I'm like double checking anything. E4, there's really no threat because I can always take the pawn, take on knight d5, and then if they play bishop f6, I can play knight e6. So there is no pin threats yet. But anything can change. Every move, the entire board has to change. So again, I'm still have to look through between all these squares and look for any type of blunders. Look for anything new that could change. The best chess players are the ones that can adapt the best. So you know that one pawn could change like a billion different options. Okay, queen b6. I actually don't mind this move too much because now we don't have to see that b5 threat anymore. So my opponent is trying to play rook c8. I do have queen d7 options. But let's play... Maybe do I... Okay, so I play queen d7 or I play h3. If I play queen d7 and they protect the bishop, I don't really have any follow through. But if I play h3 and they play h6 or h5, then I can play queen d7 and I'm threatening the bishop and the pawn. Potentially. Because this bishop has to be protected. And they can play rook e8. I can do checks here. Okay, let's play h3. I'm not worried about these pawns right now because there's no b5 move. So let's just play h3, see what the bishop's going to do. I've even done games where bishop takes, I take, and then I played even g4, and then if they play f4, then I play bishop e4, and now I have this permanent bishop. Okay, so they did this, so I could infiltrate with d7. I don't really mind if they play the queen here, because I can play rook b1. They have to retreat back, and then I can take on b7, so that's actually not a bad idea. They also have bishop e8, which is a little annoying, so I think I'm going to play queen d7, so I'm really giving up a pawn, potentially, just to see if I can make them try to make them make a mistake. That is my real goal. I also have g4 as a legitimate option, because I'm actually supported this square through the d7 queen. Again, really trying hard not to blunder, really calculating. We're spending a little bit more time than normal than I usually do in certain moves, because we're really just trying to focus not to blunder. Some games I can play more instinctually, sometimes I can be more calculative, but we're really trying to keep the main goals. Again, king looking really safe. I'm not worried about it. Controlling the center. Again, this is a very imbalanced position with a lot of control for black, a lot of control for white, a lot of different options happening, so can't really change this right now. You know, 95 sacks are actually kind of interesting too, now that I think about it. But right now we're just trying to create some weakness, trying to get a little bit in balance. The queen infiltration looks kind of safe for now, but who knows, that could change anytime. I think b4 is pretty safe. I don't think we're going to take... So he does play rook a e1, or rook a e8. So my queen is still safe for now, so I kind of have a move. I could play g4, pawn takes, bishop here. And then what's my next move? I'm not sure what my next move is. I could play queen here, and then it was probably going to be king h8. Because this bishop to h6 or f7 loses to queen f5. Is there tactics? Not that I could see. I could play rook c1. Okay, let's just play rook c1. And well, let's try and threaten c5. I think we have some interesting moves that can be played here. This top pawn targets e5, and if this bishop exchanges, I'm okay with that because then I get a nice light bishop. if queen takes b4, I can play rook a b4. They have to retreat back here, or even they can. There's only certain squares they can retreat, and then I can play rook b7, and now I have all these pressure on the 7th file. This is a very interesting game. It's very positional, but there's elements of tactics involved. And again, we're really just trying not to blunder. If we get outplayed, it is what it is, but we just don't want to give up a free pawn, free piece, anything of that sort. Okay, this is interesting, because c5 is a legit threat. Oh, I don't know about this. Takes here. So I can get a free pawn for sure. But it doesn't really do anything, because bishop anywhere can cause some problems. c5 looks natural, so c5... If the pawn doesn't take and they take here, then I could just take this pawn on d4. And then I have knight e6 as a legit threat. They might have e3 moves, so... So queen, okay, so c5, queen here. Oh no, there is no protection of c5, queen b4, rook b1, rook a3, knight takes, queen here, and then rook, knight to f6. Ooh, this is getting tough now. Really trying hard not to blunder. I could just take the pawn, but then all this pressure happens. Now we're gonna have to play c5. I think we have to give the risk. I also have these queen moves too, so I'm not convinced yet I need to take this pawn. I really don't want to open up this lane. I really don't want to recapture the f pawn, because this f pawn can also cause problems going to e3. Again, with an open lane, it's just gonna help black. If they take, and I take back, they could take with the bishop. And then I play rook a b1. So I'm really glad I played rook fc1. If I didn't do that, I think I would be in trouble. Like, I could still be in trouble now, but... I'm not... I don't feel worried yet. Like, there's no alarm bells going off. Like, my king's safety is still maintained, so that goal's clear. This control of the center, it can go up, and it's up in the air now. His pawns are flying. We got like a lot of... Did I miss something? What? Wait. Why would they play e3? Oh no, they're offering... Yeah, I'm taking that queen, I'm sorry. I think they made a huge... I think they tunnel vision. I think they were thinking about this move too much, and they forgot that the queen was hanging. That's awkward. But they're a chess player. They gotta play the right move. And my friends, tunnel visioning is part of the game. I have lost too many games to tunnel visioning. So, yeah, you have to make sure... Okay, he's gonna play on. That's fine. Okay, let's just making sure my king is safe. They do have like... Alright, game is over. So, looking back... Now, let's say they take... Let's say if they take the d-pawn, I take back. If they played here, rook a1... Rook a b1 looks really strong. It's here and here, and then I can take the pawn. Yeah, it's an interesting game. Black has ideas like f4, e3. I have ideas like knight e6. Yeah, this game could have gone either way, to be honest. A lot could have happened here, but I think we did survive. We won. We got the dub. King was safe. Center was still in our control. Like, it was a mix of our control and their control. That happens a lot during close games, and we did avoid blundering. We didn't blunder a single move. So I think it was a mission accomplished. So I hope you learned something from this. I hope you're establishing certain goals in your chess games. Again, you can try out what I'm doing, try out different goals, or you can stick to the same goals that you know that will make you successful. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this, again, I'm grinding every day. I'm putting videos out. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully see you again. Take care and have a good day.